Zach. Handful of Trinities. First of all, months behind. I know. I think I saw this video once before, probably when you first posted it. And I just went into a state of shock, probably, and then forgot about it. But you know, part of what we're doing here on YouTube is we are questioning time, right? Discussions do not have to be instantaneous, concurrent. Someone can say something, somebody else can respond months down the road. And certainly, I don't think that you comb over your videos. You've got a lot more than I do. I've been thinking about pruning my tree, so to speak, because there's a lot of old videos that probably don't mean much to me anymore. Do I want them to represent me? Anyways, this whole thing, and so my point with all that is just that I don't know what sort of thought you've put into some of these issues that I'm about to raise since April, but I thought I'd react. This is a pretty strong attack on Ian, and I certainly don't think he needs me to defend him. But just in general, Ian is a dreamer. He's a brainstormer. And I think that plays a very important role in what both you, Zach, and I are trying to accomplish here. For something to change, we must conceive of something different. We have to accept that there can be change, but we also need to think of a better place to head. And if Ian starts to look at times like an octopus out of water, just kind of flailing his arms in every direction, reaching as far as he can for something to grab onto, then you at times start looking like a parrot. And I know you're mimicking yourself, but this mantra you've chosen, there is no one right way to live, is that as potent as we can get? I mean, honestly, I've heard you say it so much that I stopped thinking about it. I stopped contemplating it. I just took a shower, I'm kind of wet. And in the shower, I was thinking about your video because I watched it right before I headed in. And yeah, I mean, that statement, that sound clip, there is no one right way to live. It sounds, I like it, first of all. I do like it. I'm not questioning the intent or the meaning there. It seems to me to be a cry for understanding, acceptance of diversity, a willingness to accept that which is different and attempt to coexist with it. But at the same time, your channel, you're constantly telling us the wrong ways that we are living. And I agree with you on this too, that our civilization is not sustainable. The American consumerist culture cannot be spread across the globe because it will destroy all of us, and it cannot be continued into the future without the poverty, famine, and war continuing in the rest of the world. There is no one right way to live. But watching this video makes it seem like the way Ian has chosen to live, at least here on the tubes, is wrong. That him owning the possibility of running for president is wrong. And honestly, Zach, you should run for president. I don't know. Probably both you and I think that's a waste of time, since you and I both know that it probably won't help anything, because it would be so hard to win for you or I or Ian. And maybe you're just expressing frustration that he has this this audience, but that rather than what he says being potent and changing people, it becomes entertainment, and they passively sit, are amused by his tentacular flailings. I like that word, tentacular. But yeah, and listen, you've been doing some stuff recently that I love. The stories for what is it? Stories for a Modern Age or whatever. Those are awesome. And I think you've done a good job to simplify your message, components of your message, key components, lay them out simply. Okay, so really, obviously I'm not here to yell at you. And if I'm yelling at anything, I'm yelling at your desire to yell at people. And I'm also calling for you to question your mantra, maybe spread out your message a little bit. Think of some different sayings to throw out there. Because there is no one right way to live. Just, it seems to contradict your hope that will change the way we live. All right. Love you, man. It's nice to speak to you through time as well as distance. Peace.